Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and pop culture PhDs. Welcome back for another Tactical Tuesday, a late night edition of the Rec Room, where we are working our way yet again through MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries for PlayStation 4. And we are coming at you from Studio E on Hyperstream 2.1 at the 10:30 p.m. ish hour Eastern Standard Time. Definitely not sticking the landing tonight. In part, I stopped for a snack after the hamster wheel and had to change the AA batteries on the mouse, and this leads to that, and then another thing, and then before you know it, you're late for the start time, and nobody really cares. So, anyway, that's what's going on tonight. Let me see what's going on around the board. Oh, before I forget, I'm getting so terrible these days at forgetting my intro. So if you're not familiar with the Rec Room, well, whether you are a creator, spectator, or somewhere in between, this is your virtual lounge for pop culture randomness, a double dose of gaming, and a splash of dry humor. So currently we're specializing in strategy, stealth, sandboxes, and shenanigans. Now I've got a couple blocks I usually have. The opening for the housekeeping one, I ain't got much. So things are pretty steady. So I want to say thank you, as always, a continual thank you to all of you who are part of the crazy crew joining us on this journey of just weirdness. In a way, this is, my marketing thing, but at the same time, gaming makes a real easy approach for content because it's not a lot of prep involved, but it's just a matter of trying to value add content and add some different perspectives to things as playing through stuff. And MechWarrior has been an easy pick. There's a lot to do. We are getting close to 70 episodes and still haven't run out of missions to try for the first time, so it's been fun. Let's talk about Under the Hood. So, I think I started teasing this out over the last week or so. I think over the weekend I made progress on. Well, I mean, I know I made progress on it. I'm just trying to remember when. That I got some stuff prepped for cooperative laboratory. So it's not finalized yet, but I do feel confident that it's in a good direction because it always takes me a while to get a sense of where I want for visuals, and I've been happy with our latest Last Land Standing episode, and I'm going to replicate the layout for that. That makes things easier on me. I just had to change the background. I'll have to change a few other visuals, but otherwise, sometimes the conceptual part is the most difficult to get past, and then once you know the idea, then you can just plod along, get that done. Excuse me. A little congested tonight. So, anyway, the good news, and this actually kind of leads into one slight industry thing. So, trying to set stuff up in a particular order here. So, I am working with Call to Stealth on trying to get some schedule stuff worked out. Now, as of right now, there is good news that I think schedule is going to be a little bit more open over the summer. So I don't know what's going to happen yet. I've been suggesting there may be a schedule change. I don't know right now if I want to move the official outing to Friday, keep it at Sunday, but there is a good chance that I may move our late night editions earlier in the day because it is very, very tough to do the late night stuff. Not because I'm, struggling to stay awake. It's just that I feel like it's at a later hour and it's very difficult to catch even the U.S. time zones and such. So I'm hoping by maybe a couple hour adjustments will give opportunity for more people to hop in and join us. Also, if I have a flexible schedule, I may be able to get some more random stuff in like I kind of did the first year that we fired up. So I don't know what I'll plug in yet. We are pretty much one episode away from Ninja Gaiden Black being finished. The MechWarrior, nowhere close. Even if we get to like 75, and if we finish the campaign or something here, I may rotate out MechWarrior finally, but I don't know that for sure yet. And if anything, I want to move MechWarrior to Thursday. I'm seeing that there is high numbers of people viewing MechWarrior on Thursday nights, so that might be advantageous. But again, just stay tuned. Again, if you hit the likes and shares and follows and all that stuff, then at least you'll see when we're online. But I do my best to keep you updated. So anyway, back to Cooperative Laboratory here. So with working on schedule, so this is the plan. We've been doing Splinter Cell Chaos Theory for a while now, and we'll probably do one more episode before rotating that out on Last Land Standing. But because the layout already fits, we haven't touched the co-op yet. That's likely to be our first game. So also check this out. So this actually is relevant to some news I just saw today, and I just picked this up. Now I could go on a rant about crossovers and guest characters because it's happened so much in fighting games, but this is one of the few times where it was kind of enough to push me over the edge to be like, it's a franchise I'm familiar with, and it's not truly that much of a departure because they're all under the same umbrella. It's not like you're reaching out a franchise. So I picked up a physical copy of Metal Slug Double X, and still in the wrapper. So I'm going to save this. I'm not even going to crack this open until I don't know. I can't promise I'm going to crack it open on the stream, but I might want to make sure the updates and everything work. But I'm going to save that for once we get to that for some cooperative laboratory stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. I have not played Metal Slug since the first one when it was on Neo Geo when it was a new thing. And there's been so many games since then. So the enticing thing to me was that it's got some of the SNK / King of Fighters characters in there. I guess it's an SNK anyway, considering it's an SNK game. But yeah, because it's arcade co-op, and then I'll probably get a chance to bring this back into rotation. And depending if we do more than 2 players or not, we haven't done Turtles since last summer, so it actually would be fun to do some of that. We haven't even touched the survival mode. And the other one that's of super importance to me, and I still love this one, and I've got a couple people that would likely be willing to play. So not only Call of Stealth, but also possibly Helix, who was just on our recent episode, may join me for some Resident Evil 5 Mercenaries. So Helix and I have a history going way back on that one. We used to spend a lot of time trying to get the double S rankings in the Mercenaries mode, and it's got a lot of characters, and I think that would be a lot of fun to go back and do some tactical stuff. So those are all just possibilities that I want to rotate in and out. So I think my intent is going to be keep Last Land Standing for, anything that's more than 2 consoles or more if it's, more geared toward versus. It doesn't mean that a co-op game may not be on Last Land Standing, say like Halo ODST or something. But I'm going to keep Cooperative Laboratory more to like 2 to 3 players, and maybe only if it's campaign driven or arcade style. So I want to keep things different. I want to keep things fresh, but I also want to kind of keep them in different categories so you know what to expect. Because, everybody's into different stuff. Some people are into hardcore multiplayer versus, and some are just into random stuff. So it's hard to know what best way to organize this, but I'm trying to group things like based on the play style. So you just kind of have a sense of what I'm working on. So the other piece of news that comes out of that with talking about Metal Slug is that I just saw today that, and I don't know if I saw news of this before. I don't know if this was the initial reveal, but there's a Metal Slug Tactics game coming out. Now, like I said, I haven't played Metal Slug in a long time, but the fact I just picked one up and the fact that there's a tactics game, which is going to be what it looks like, a turn-based style game like XCOM, which I already love. So even if the game is a stinker, the point is it's at least part of a franchise that I'm getting into a little bit more, and it's part of a game style that I already like. So kind of hard to go wrong unless it's, really messed up or something. But, I'm not trying to rain on the parade before it happens. I don't know that that's the case, but I'm looking forward to the possibility of yet another game, because really the 2 newest games, actually, let me think about this. So the only new game we've had since we started streaming was Street Fighter 6 last summer, and I really haven't even done much with that because Scrapyard and fighting games have just not come to the foreground just yet without having time to work on them. So our only other newest game is Turtles: Shredder's Revenge, which is now 2 years old, and then MechWarrior 5, which at least is 5 years old, but I guess technically 3 years old. So it's been very difficult to find something brand new to bring to you guys. So with Metal Slug Tactics being on the table for this fall, that is a very, very strong contender for the Rec Room. So stay tuned on that. And then the other thing I have tonight, so I have an AI story for you. So if you've been tagging along for a while, it's like almost every episode. It's like, great, what's going on with AI today? But this one's got a little different flavor to it. So, and actually, talk about some mildly personal stuff here a little bit. So, as I mentioned, with my schedule getting a little more flexible, that's because I'm trying to get out of hamster wheel penitentiary for the summer. So I am working toward getting the summer at least a few weeks, probably closer to a couple months free during the summer. Reason being, because I really got to knuckle down. I want to get Ascendant Chaos across the finish line. So it's advantageous for me to do this. The challenge, however, was that the kind of workload on this hamster wheel is radically different during the summer hours, and I'm like, I don't find it to be favorable at all. The workload is already not favorable to me, but it gets worse. So I put in a request letter to get some things situated with that. I got some pushback. It didn't look like things were going to go in a favorable direction. So I decided to write a very polite yet very lengthy response letter identifying some serious problems with said hamster wheel. And the response I got from somebody capable of making the decision was like, this looks like a meeting. So I had a face-to-face meeting with this individual, and thankfully things went very well. So this is not something to talk about throwing anybody under the bus. But just to kind of paint a little bit more of the picture. So I don't talk about this stuff much, but I'm coming from software development background, got writing experience, got movie production experience, and a whole other host of skills from a very, very vast work history prior to even doing software development. So I'm not a schmo, and the hamster wheel role, and I'm going to use a substitute here, is very akin to like broom pushing. Now, I don't say that to insult anybody who pushes a broom. It's just that having a large amount of experience and then being funneled into a role which easily overqualified for makes things challenging. What makes it even more challenging is when people like just make assumptions and stereotypes and just assume you're, only capable of this role. So the nature of my response letter was definitely well outside the expectation of what might come from somebody who's traditionally a broom pusher. So while I was in this meeting, this individual said, "Yeah, this is kind of different. I usually don't get letters like this." And what goes through his mind was that it's like, did AI write this? So it was kind of humorous that he ran my response letter through an AI checker, and of course he got the response of, "Yep, 100% human." So I don't know anything about AI checkers, but I found it absolutely hilarious. One, because it verified I've got very solid writing skills, and two, I find it absolutely hilarious that we've reached the point where we are using AI to check if something is AI. Now, I from some of the other videos that I've watched recently, I know that this is a selling point for some of the AI entities and platforms. They're like, "Hey, we want to make sure people are, are saying it is what they say it is, and we can verify it's a human or AI." But to use the quote from C-3PO in episode 2, "Machines making machines, how perverse." So here we are. We've reached this state in which somebody with capable writing chops then therefore has to have their work checked. So it's just bizarre, and I actually got a very good laugh out of this situation because it just I'm baffled that one, you've got the contrast of it being outside of the normal realm and then therefore having to check. And I don't know that he had to check, but I think it just threw him off so much that he was not sure what to make of the letter. But the outcome is very positive. After having this meeting, it's looking good for summer weeks to be more flexible and productive for the sake of Ascendant Chaos, and also for the Rec Room. So thank you for bearing with the updates. I always try to get these out top of the show. And we are back on MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries for PlayStation 4. We are on episode 67, which I called Corsair Harvest, because we just at the last minute on the previous episode picked up the Corsair. It's one of these big, bulky, asymmetrical mechs that is in one of the loading screens, which of my 2 prior playthroughs I had never seen before, so I must not have done this sequence of missions, so we now have it available to us. And we're finally at the stage where it's like, it's time to get back to the Mason revenge plot, which has been long derailed. I mean, according to the game clock, we've probably been flying around in space for about 50 years now and still never gotten revenge for the murder of Mason Sr. So I think the skill set or the skill recommendation was level 11, and we're at 15, which is where it maxes out. So I think we'll be in good shape. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to try to do a test run on the Corsair, and we're also going to see if we can advance this plot. I don't know how much longer the storyline plot is, because we have done, it seems like half a dozen missions or so. So I don't know what's left, but we're going to find out tonight and keep plugging away. And maybe once we get a few more missions done, it might be time to put MechWarrior on the shelf. If not, we'll keep going and see what we can find if we're rotating other stuff in or not. I'm also working on trying to keep the audio a little bit more balanced so I'm not fighting with it. Could be my mic distance, I don't know. Still a very fluid situation, even a year plus into this. Quick, somebody do the math. How many years is 17,945 days? Okay, so I didn't do any other saves other than entering the system of whichever one we left off with. That is not the one I was talking about. That would be a Orion, I believe. It's not the Warhammer one I was thinking of. Or is it the Corsair? Losing a leg will greatly reduce a mech's top speed. Yeah, typically it should reduce it to 0, but yet it magically still has a leg. It just seems weird that they make it, they visualize it that the leg is gone, but technically it's just the armor that's gone, because it wouldn't be very amusing to have a mech with one leg. You would literally be dead in the water. Okay, so of course we're still got this dragon mech quest that we're not turning in. Looks like repairs are good. Where'd we leave off on the map? I think I was floating around here trying to find a hero, or actually I was probably trying to find a dragon before we left. But in order to get to this harvest quest, we're going to head off in this direction, I think. Did I get it marked correctly last week?
I will be waiting in the ready room, Commander.
Now I'm not getting audio. I wonder if I should turn mine up. What I may have to do in the future here is get my monitor level up, but leave your audio level down, so that way I'm not talking against it, but at the same time I'm still able to hear. Now we're good there. That's not what I wanted. Objectives. So Black Harvest, we do have it marked. Good. Okay, there's the yellow star. Where does it go? Down, 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 down. Oop, there we go. Okay, so we gotta head... Oh, okay, we're at least in the top hemisphere, but we're gonna have to head this way. Let's see if we can't get a couple missions on the way, because that's gonna be a lot of fuel. Now, we are okay for a couple quarterly payments, but it would be a little bit more advantageous if we can find something easy on the way here. So we do have a couple missions here. Do we have a destruction one? No. Scorched Earth, of course. What about this? Targeted kill, war zone. What's this one? Targeted kill, perhaps? Okay. Garrison duty's not too bad. That's a little bit more defensive. Let's at least fly over here and see what's here. And then it's going to be a good test case for the Corsair, which looks like weapons just got finished on that. Okay, so what do the contracts look like? They're 95, so that means they're probably just going to be painful to begin with. Tonnage limit 400. Now, we do have the Corsair. Let me take a look at this Corsair to see what the speed was. I don't remember if I even checked that last week. 48, so it's technically in slow territory. What did I put on it? I don't remember. I didn't do anything to it yet. Okay, that's fantastic. I don't know if I'd want to put 2 heavies. Got plenty of armor for being slow. Problem is, if we deploy on this mission, I don't want to be dragging feet while trying to run away from artillery shells. I have to wait till we're done. I want to put large lasers on here. Got a level 1. I got 2 level 3s. One of those. Let's do 3s. Overheating is going to be ridiculous, probably. You know what? I've never used the heavy rifles, so if I put 2 heavy rifles on here, what's this going to do? I'll guarantee I know what a heavy rifle feels like once switching it. The Gauss. Oh, oh my goodness, I got 2 level 5s. I don't necessarily want to use this. Let me go 3s. Oh, it's lighter. Okay, that helps. Okay. Alright, so we got the heavy rifle. It's got some heat sinks. Let's get rid of this garbage. Let's get rid of this garbage. LRM. Oh, that's right. We have an LRM on there, too. Okay. Let's beef that up a little. Actually. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's stick with a 4 unless we got a... What size is this? Can we go to 20? Probably not. No, we can't go to 15 or 20. Okay, so let's stick with a 10. Sorry, wasn't train of thought here. So we're still 10 points under. How much armor can we get out of this? Not much. Well, I'll get an extra 22 points. So it looks like the armor scale almost maxes out at 600 then. Never seen anything with that much armor, so it's the first time seeing that. Oh, still got this garbage over here. Get rid of that. So if we can't do it with armor, do we do it with heat sinks or... Put another heat sink. Put single heat sinks unless... Put singles. Might as well. Load up. So I still can't even get everything maxed out without a heavier weapon. Alright, 50 days for 35,000. We're going to go ahead and do that. And we're probably paying more. And it's still under tonnage. Alright. Yeah, we're paying extra money. And we know it's under tonnage. Man, if it's 121 days, that, you know what? I just did all that for nothing. 121 days, we're going to go with like a quarterly payment and a half. Let's fly out of here. Go to this one or somewhere over here. Yeah, actually, let's go to the hub, get it started. I don't think this is any closer. Look at that. Fly us around a corner. Yeah, there goes a quarterly payment. Ooh, there's 2 rare Gausses. Can't be rare enough if there's 2 of them. Show me the dragon. No dragon. Okay. Okay, let's try this refit one more time. Alright, heavy rifle. So, was it... Oh, that's right, I could do double X's on this. Do I want to do 3 or 4? Let's do 3s. Okay, so both technically could put solids on there, but it's not necessarily the mech I want to do that with, yeah. And I think we said 4s for the LRM. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. And same to you. Okay, it's maxed. 32 days. Okay, oop, large lasers. There's something missing there. Oh, we had one more spot up here. Another heatsink. Yeah, we got 4 heavy rifles and double LRM ammo in there. And max armor. I think that was not too much. Okay, 51 days, 36,000, close enough. Star map. Okay, so there's still transmission stuff. Yeah, well, that pirate hunt we already knew about. Rise of the Black Dragon. We may, depending on how the other thing goes tonight, maybe we'll come back for that one. We'll see. This is a little lesser than that territory, so let's head over here. See if we can get some cash for gas. Starship gas. forgot to change a setting tonight. I can't figure out why Odysee keeps dropping her audio, so I gotta adjust some things ever since we went into high def mode. Alright, what do you got for contracts? Defense for 81. You know what? Let's save and take a shot at it. If our mech is done. 10 days. We can wait 10 days. No, not that one. Yeah, I forgot the episode thing. There we go. Must have proper formatting. Okay, so here's our first run with the Corsair. Let's see what kind of mech this is. So yes, we'll take some damage coverage, some salvage, and some cash. English is optional. Alright, so change Battlemaster for Corsair. 365, and I think that's our max capacity at the moment. Because Atlas is 100, Hatamoto is 85, 80, and 90 for the Cyclops. So they were down 5, 20, 10, so 35, yep. The math fits, imagine that. Okay, yeah, we're good. Let's see what happens. I guess I didn't realize this thing didn't technically have a left arm. Its arm has been replaced with weaponry. Here we go. Flat-footed on a junky moon rock.
Allied command has detected incoming hostiles.
Cockpit's kind of cool.
Our primary objective is to protect this forward operating base. Pair bonuses are on the table if we prevent extensive damage to the facility. So stay frosty out there.
Yeah,
Nothing
stay
on
frosty in
scopes at the
space.
moment, but don't get comfortable. Hostiles have been reported in the area.
Okay, new mech, change the weapon groups. So we'll see if I can dual fire the lasers. If not, we're gonna have to alternate these. Rifles on 2, LRM on 3, punching on 4. We'll see how that does for heat. Two large lasers. Yeah, moving pretty slow though. 48 clicks ain't cutting it. Yet it's still faster than the Annihilator. Grab some missiles. Oh, didn't finish it. That did. Yeah, see, that's why I go lasers over missiles. It's like you'd have to have an LRM 15 or 20 just to have taken that thing out. Granted, I had 2 large lasers, but more with less. And not need the ammo. There's the party crashers. Will that hit them? Will it hit them? They hit them.
Enemy contacts have breached the outer perimeter. Make sure they regret that decision, Commander.
Target Phoenix Hawk.
Alright, heavy rifle time. What do we got? Ooh! We have a delayed time on the recoil or the recharge. Oh yeah, long recoil time. Come back here. Obliterated. That heavy rifle's got a massive wind-up time. That hit him. Thanks for that. hear the wind up. It's like a jet engine. Miss. I'd say perforated, but I don't think there's really much of anything left in that scenario. Oh, decimated, I think, is more applicable. Alright, here comes another one. It's your funeral.
Hostiles inbound. Brace for contact, Commander.
Here we go. Oh! It just like took out the whole like torso and arm simultaneously.
Bogies, Commander.
So that's the trade-off. Massive power from massive reload time. Now, depending on the slots, we could of course reduce some of that. It has nothing to do with the cooling, as far as I know. Alright, these two flyers are coming in. Better take care of them first. Not gonna waste bullets on them.
This never gets old.
One. Ooh, I didn't get it. Come on, missiles. You must exercise every day to strengthen your missiles.
New target, Warhammer.
Warhammer, eh? We got a solution to that. Boom! Perforated, unfortunately. One more shot. Wow, he's standing there. Look for the headshot with the lasers then. Both the lasers and the yeah, they're taking a long time. See my large lasers have to charge or cool off, whatever. Broken arm.
Pow! Headshot! Nice shooting!
So, I think back when this game first launched, I was watching a YouTube video, and the pips next to the reticle that float there, those aren't on by default unless they change anything with recent settings. And so this is the first time I've almost even found them relevant, because it's like, don't have any other indicator to know when the heavy rifle is reactivated. Usually because machine guns don't even matter, but like the lasers and everything else, usually it's like tap the trigger once or twice. Oh, it's good. Now you can tap it 4 or 5 times and still not get a response. Wait, no, not done. There's 4 left. Where are they? There's 1. Who wants the missiles first? Oh, come on. I can see him. Give me a lock-on.
New target, champion.
Be a champion for long.
New target, dragon.
Ooh.
Incoming missile.
Ooh, dragon. Take that. Oh, we're not out of the points. Take that thing home. It's not out of it. It's probably the green and gold one, of course. Did I miss? Here, heavy rifle. Some red over there. Stand right there. Good idea.
Target destroyed.
Loser.
Don't let them get any other ones!
Target
Oh,
acquired.
sit down. You still have 84% of the base left.
Leader's kill.
Correct. Well, when your blast radius is the size of Texas, it's hard to not get a headshot.
Good work, Commander.
Not sure what I think. I mean, I know the Victor was one that I had high hopes for with the dual heavy spot, but that was probably a little more underwhelming. This one I'd say kind of average. I mean, using heavies for the first time kind of has me curious if you kind of get the same output with the light and the mediums. I mean, I would expect lesser damage, but I'm curious if those other rifles have the same cooldown time or not. Ah, they put the Grand Dragon out there. Oh my goodness, we can actually get it, and if it's garbage, we'll turn in a Grand Dragon for a change. No, it's a Kestrel Lancer DLC. That's not even, wow, and I'm surprised we can afford it. Oh, but of course they put lasers out there. You know what? We've been going so many episodes without finding a dragon, I think I'll take the chance on it. I mean, if anything, I want to see if it's a generic or not. I mean, it shouldn't be Hero one. No, I did that wrong again. I'll take a look at the stats once we'll collect it. How's the damage? Reasonable. Covered. Okay, so let's look at this thing. What is it? Get out of here. So it's just a plain old dragon. Durg. Dragon 1G. So what are the other dragons we got over here? So the 1N, as I keep selecting the wrong thing, there's nothing. The Fang is a hero. Flame is a hero. Shadow, SDW, I'm guessing that's Shadow. So yeah, this is finally... I don't know what it matters whether it's a Grand Dragon or not. I don't see anything else special about it. I mean, let me look at the loadout, I guess. Well, I guess that makes up for me not taking the lasers. We got 3 level 4 lasers out of the deal and an LRM-10. Please and thank you. How about we strip the mech? Make it naked. Alright, we'll do that for starters. Oh, it's... no, it's gonna happen... less... You know what? How many... Not what I want to do here. Gotta play the logic here. Okay, so let's pretend I want to swap out a medium laser. I want to see how many we have on hand here. I want to make sure we get credited for these. So if we've got 15, if I strip it down, I should get 3 more, if not 2 more. I don't know if that damaged one is going to count or not. So let's move to cold storage, which is supposed to strip the thing. Okay, so now if I want to put a medium laser in this thing... How many medium lasers do we have? 17. Okay, so 1 was damaged. Because I've never actually verified that when it strips the stuff. I wasn't sure if what was being counted as part of the mech. You wouldn't think so, but I've never verified to make sure that we were credited. So I didn't want it to go into cold storage or even sell it from the active roster and then lose those weapons. So, okay, so we're not doing anything with the Atlas. I just wanted to confirm that. So that also prevents us from having to spend the extra $300,000 on the quarterly payment. So we can get rid of the Grand Dragon, so the Dragon 1N, and... Oh, that's down here with this one. So we had this guy down here too. So we have 2 Grand Dragons. And this is the one, this is the green, so this is the green and gold one. I didn't know we had a Grand Dragon title prior to having that. I thought that was something exclusive to the House Kurita, or the Dragon's Gambit DLC. So there, I'm already off misunderstanding that. So we should then be able to trade in the Dragon 1G and the 1N, and then still have all the other cool stuff, because the 1GS is really good. Actually, they both have 81. Okay, that's interesting. Wait a minute. No, they're all 81, so there's no speed difference on those. I thought for some reason that the Dragons were slower. Those are the hero ones. Huh, okay. Never mind. Speed's not a factor. Okay. Let's get rid of these things, finally. This gives us an AC 20 and 5 million. Alright, so we said the 1N and the 1G. Confirm.
Holy shnikes, it worked.
Finally, months later, we can finally say that quest is over. So apparently there wasn't much else in there. In that time, we finished off the other things on the scoreboard here for the, I forget the career, what do you call this, the career thing? So the collector got finished anyway, and that's what that was counting toward. The only thing we have left is Mech Hunter, so the next time we get to a cantina, it's kind of like look for Mech Hunter quests. Otherwise, it's just been War Dog stuff, which is usually just easy money at this point. But since I've got all that done, it would be a good idea to actually use some of those actual upgrades. But we'll get to that in a bit. Okay, so if we're on the hub, let's get repairs done. It's not letting me. I must not be on the hub. Definitely not on the hub. Okay, so we got 17 mil, quarterly payment in 11 days. We can stop looking for dragons. Let's get some repairs done over here. Black Knight. We still don't have a Black Knight either, do we? This is gonna tromp around. 7 million, huh? Gotta have it for Marauder. Do we ever get a Phoenix Hawk? I can't believe I still don't have a Phoenix Hawk in rotation. Lasers, lasers, lasers. Got a Marauder that we're not using. So what do we have over here? So we don't have the Black Knight. What do we got for Marauders? King Crab. So we got, yeah, 2 Marauders that we're not using. Interesting, yeah, still no Phoenix Hawk. Been a long time. I originally wanted one of those, but we've just been so busy. Haven't run across anything worth keeping. Got the hero one. Yeah, the hero wolfhound. Alright. Enough rambling. Let's get this show on the road here. Let's get some repairs done. So I guess, hypothetically, if I need the tonnage, I mean, I can let the bots use that, Corsair. I'm not worried about losing much on there. So I put the redundant stuff. So that'll help for the heavier missions. Okay. Work orders are good. Let's fly out of here. And we're right next door. Oh, there's another transmission. Go figure. So there's going to be all kinds of other stuff still popping up that I haven't found yet. Scorched Earth. Hard pass. I think it finally hit me just like a few weeks ago. I'm like, how on earth is anybody supposed to complete these? And then I'm like suddenly realizing it's probably for the purpose of co-op. Because I can't imagine with having the bots as dumb as they are, you know, really capable of multitasking, you got to have somebody, I would think, take out the artillery while everybody else focuses on the objective, especially if the objective is time sensitive. But for one person in the bots, I mean, I guess you could tell the bots to stand stationary. I mean, I tried that once a long time ago. Like, hey, you defend the base, I'm going to go get the artillery. It didn't go so well. So, I got to imagine the difficulty is increased for the sake of human intelligence and multiple human players, which I don't do because I'm not spending the money on any kind of PSN nonsense. System link or get out. I mean, I know PC has the advantage of not having to worry about that, but alas, I do not have the proper rig. Okay, so I think we're here. We did our Corsair test run. I think we're good for getting back on the Mason revenge plot. There goes Boardwalk. Revenge for all of the high rent. No monopoly for you. We have crossed into the 18,000 day threshold. Okay, Black Harvest, here we go. 250, yeah, so we should be able to handle this. I might even be able to take the fire starter. They're suspicious of us. Even the Interstellar Expeditions isn't too crazy about us. We're not going airstrikes. Let's go salvage, or insurance, a little bit of salvage, a little bit of cash. As much cash as we get. Don't leave it on the table.
Heads up, Commander. Weather conditions in the area will restrict visibility and have an effect on your sensors.
You don't say. Alright, so I think our medium loadout is usually puts you in the ballpark of Warhammer, perhaps. Let's bring you down to the Dervish. Maybe bring you down to the... Oh, perfect. It's going to bring you down to the Catapult, but I don't know if that's necessary. Alright. O'Keefe Jr. over here. You're not maxed on ballistics. She's maxed finally. Okay, so you need ballistics. This does not have ballistics, so that's okay. It barely has ballistics. Alright, 250 out of 250. That's what I like to see. Let's do this. If it'll let us. Nope, it's being a turd. Change the mech. Change the mech back. And hit ready. There it goes. To quote Mr. Arnold from Samuel L. Jackson from Jurassic Park, item number 253 on today's glitch list. Or whatever the number was. Don't quote me on that one. Don't quote me on that quote.
Hangar doors open. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
This heat moving.
All systems nominal.
Puddle jumping over some lava.
Okay, Commander. The entrance to the first canyon is right ahead of you. Take out any enemies you encounter. We'll worry about salvage later.
Sounds good.
Guy's such a clod. No acting baked in whatsoever. I mean, it may not be his fault.
Up ahead, Commander. Prepare for hostile contacts. If you haven't already, you might want to switch to your night vision. Could make things easier.
Why?
Copy.
While we're here, I suggest we destroy this production outpost, Commander. It's of no use to us.
Target destroyed.
So the question is, am I cut out for this?
Enemy mech nullified.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
There we go. So which part are we destroying? Okay, this counts. More dish for you. This has got to be a multi-stage one, so I'm going to gotta conserve health.
Target destroyed. Incoming missile.
Listen, Party Crasher. Oh, friendly. Yes, thank you.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Don't sound so surprised. I've brought my mech shredding weapons. I built shredding weapons, but they just might be multi-purpose. Oh, lava. I don't want to go in the lava. 58% with the rest of it. Yeah, we'll take that off the line. Not a good account.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Yeah, nothing else is going down.
Clean that shop. Nice.
Yeah. Ripped him a new one. These guys must have run through the lava before. Alright, how's it gonna count? There's nothing else with me. Shoot. Oop, lava over there. There's, maybe that stuff's gotta count. How big's this map? Not super big.
Jump jet fuel empty.
Thank you. I could just hide up here on the plateau for a minute.
Jump jet fuel low.
Ah! Bounce John.
Enemy mech down.
Ah, dude, bouncing off the collision model.
Jump jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel empty.
Stay up there. It's all fun and games till your legs are pointing the wrong way.
Jump
They
jet
did
fuel
some of the
low.
work. Not fall off. This is in the right direction.
Jump jet fuel empty.
Good work, Commander. The main reclamation facility is at the end of that second canyon. Beware the tight confines. We don't know how many mechs they have at their disposal, or if they've set up some kind of an ambush.
Oh, I would guarantee ambush. The question is the severity of the threat.
New target locust.
Oh! I'm scared of that one. I don't know how he got through there. Ain't no scare of black locust, or black harvest, or whatever. Alright, how much of this is actually lava? Alright, if you want to run towards lava, go ahead.
Wow, awesome shot.
Much easier to take down when they're glowing red.
Big kill confirmed.
Your confidence is astounding. Assuming this is lava. Maybe not. Another prematurely dead thunderbolt. Wow. They're already baked like that. I'm not sure what else is supposed to think. Alright, what do we got waiting for us in here? I've never played. I know for sure I have not played this one before because I've never got all the way through the campaign. So this is new.
There's the main facility. Let's wipe
Zagrod.
it clean of Infernal forces and secure the site.
Black Inferno. Thank you. I can remember.
The avenging soul finally arrived. What took you so long?
New
You
target
never died
Atlas.
like a coward, boy.
Incoming missile.
And you to do the same.
Uh-oh, I'm getting wrecked.
It will make this kill all the more memorable. You saw that mech is
this Joker.
Your mech after I killed you. Very much.
Blah, blah, blah.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I'm just wrecking your stuff over here. What's our shit? I think I got this frozen.
Target victor.
Not intimidated with it. I got my machine guns. Take out my arm. Yep. Okay, I'm not. Let's see. I can walk around and hobble. I have lost all offensive capacity. Okay, let's hurry up and get this over with. Fire starter ill-equipped. And we only got 4 more to kill. Oh man, that was Zavrov, so
Nice
they're
work,
gonna
Commander.
finish.
Clear out any remaining enemies. I'm on my way down.
Oh. I might as well see if they can fit. Oh, they did. Let me see how much the cost is, because I don't feel like replacing all that. Is that the end of the campaign? Is she the one responsible for carrying Papa Mason? You trying to do? Load a cutscene? So, some rando Victor. Maybe that's the other one it's in the Victor list. There's nothing even to pick up. No maps or anything, garbage. Wow, I didn't even do that much damage to it. Huh, okay, let me see what I lost. So we got the Victor back. Does that mean we're done? Was that the entirety of... No, it's not. Okay. Unless she's got just a closing statement there. So how bad is this? We can't go anywhere until I talk to her. What's this thing got? Not much. This thing's kind of like a piece of garbage. I don't know if the other Victor had the jump jets or not, but I mean, all you got is this one massive thing and some missiles and lasers. That's poopy. Our other Victor's better than this. I mean, we had dual slugs on this thing, and 3 missiles. Like, tell me this is not a hero mech. It's not. So Papa Mason was driving a piece of junk. Scrap it. Anyway, let me, we're gonna reload that and try that without, you know what, it's so tough for me to want, I don't want to have to go do that again just because it was so close. What was the loadout on this? Oh, now I can repair it. So I had 3s and jump jets and ammos. No, I had 2s and 3s. Okay, so if I check the 3s, how many 3s did I have here? It's not telling me I don't have any more, right? So I got enough. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2s, I got plenty. Yeah, okay. Change of plan. No redo. We'll spend the 500,000 somewhere else. Or, I mean, not have to... We'll spend whatever we need for repairs in the form of 5,000. Not gonna redo that. Good job, crispy little fire starter. Alright, let's go talk to her. Go wander around, since we haven't done this in a while. We'll take the long way. With this wonky POV, first-person control. With the narrow staircase. With an amazing stair-stepping pilot action. This is so hypersensitive. This is weird. Yeah, it's like skipping for you guys. Alright, what do you got to say? Talk.
Commander, as you know, we recovered your father's Victor after taking down Inferno's salvage facility. Farhad has been working on the mech non-stop since we recovered it. He's found something you need to see. Farhad.
Hey, Gov, you gave the Victor here a real beating, but I'll take good care of her, mate. Promise you that. Know what she means to you, being your father's and all. But yeah, that's not why I'm up here, eh? I'm here because I discovered this hidden inside the Victor. It's an audio log. It was buried inside a digital image, stored within the onboard computer, then tucked away in a... Well, it doesn't really matter where, does it? Bloody clever though, eh? To the naked eye, it's just an image. But a little computer wizardry, yeah, Bob's your uncle. You got yourself an audio file.
It's from your father, Commander.
My father? What's on it?
Identification, Alpha Charlie 7718 Victor Romeo. Years 2990. Cover compromised. Initiating Shadow Protocol. This will be my last transmission.
What does it mean?
I don't know. Your father obviously had secrets we knew nothing about. From the year he references, it was recorded before he met your mother, before he started this outfit. What is clear is that he was worried about being discovered. By whom and for what reason? Your guess is as good as mine.
There's more, mate. There was a series of encrypted codes embedded in the data itself. A set of 3 different coordinates, best I can
Oh, we
tell.
got somewhere to go.
These must be the coordinates that Black Inferno and Comstar were after. Or after.
We've had the coordinates all along?
It appears so. I think we'd all love to know where they lead, but the encryption is very sophisticated. I think I can break it with some help, but it's going to take time.
A bloody age and then some, eh? Not without the proper key.
Maybe so. None of this changes our initial plans. We need to keep bulking up so we can take down Inferno's base of operations and eliminate them as a threat once and for all. With that in mind, I've got us a new contract. With the Federated Sons of House Davian. Hostage rescue. One of their mech pilots is being held for ransom. I've put all the details in the mission briefing.
Copy that. I'll get us where we need to go.
So it's going to take her some time to decrypt. We've already been at this for 50 space years. I hope she's got, you know, fountain of youth fruit, something laying around, because this revenge plot's taking a minute. So let's see what they're trying to tell us here. So 3 mil, some Federated Sun nonsense. Now, I'm guessing this is a story quest. So let's go take a look at the objective log. That's not it. Wait a minute. Is she making us do that? Shadow coup. Okay. Interesting. Wait, no, that's the one that's active. I'm confused now. Oh, because I didn't accept it, so extraction is the name of this one. Okay, so accept. Where is it on the map? North of us. Oh, same location. Huh. Well, maybe we got 45 minutes. Maybe we'll try that. But first, let's get some repairs done. Let's fly over here. And we got plenty of money at the moment. Look at these guys. Can't draw a straight line. Oh my goodness. Amateurs. AI. Geometry. Use it. Caramba. what's next here. So, excuse me. Get some repairs going. 388. Yeah, it's less than 500. Take care of that. Alright, so what's floating around this part of town? So there's a canteen over here. Come back for that. Let's go check what the hero mech is, see if it's something we can spend any money on. Of course not. The bacon-infected thing. Alright.
I will be waiting in the ready room, Commander.
Anything fun for the equipment? Too expensive. So there's the heavy rifle burst fire, so that'd be the next thing to try now that we've tinkered with the heavy rifle. Oh, we'll take some of these machine guns, which we just recently destroyed. Good timing. So I destroyed, like, what, 4? Alright, so nothing to see there. Let's hit up this cantina. Try to get a mech hunter job out here somewhere. Collector, hunter, kill 3 stalkers. Well, we occasionally see them. Might as well add the warriors. I think this is the airborne one for extra money. And then we'll add that one. One Centurion C99D. CN90. Might as well check, see if we have one. Doubt it. I mean, we got... probably sold our Centurions. What do we have here? Nope, don't have one. Be an easy 5 mil, but to the contrary. Okay, so we got that. We had to pay extra money for this thing. That was silly. Anything else we want to get rid of it here? I hate it when I arbitrarily drop $300,000 on the ground. Look at this pathfinding. Is there a black hole in the middle of this? Is this giant line impenetrable? Is this a space fence? Look at that. Yeah, it's like refuses to go in there. It's like, no matter which way you go, it's forcing you around this line. I mean, all I can imagine is a giant space wall of turret laser batteries. Alright, let's get over here. Let's spend the extra money on gas. They want you to be fuel efficient, but the map is your nemesis. The other alternative is it could be space mountains. You have to go around the mountain instead of over it. Okay, so extraction is what we want here. Now that we have this active, does it show up differently here? So it is under campaign, so this is a campaign mission. So this is somehow relevant to solving the whole overall plot. Now the one curveball, since this is the most I've seen, if he's got something he was undercover for, one of 2 guesses is either he was still undercover and maybe he's still alive, or B, it's just that, hey, he did something to set things up prior to going rogue and doing his own thing. So beats me. I wasn't expecting much for a plot twist out of all this, so I guess I'll be mildly surprised if it is anything, you know, irregular. So let's get another save, and then we can head down. Alright, it's a 75. It's up to 340. We'll see what happens. Coverage. Yeah, we'll go with 12. And cash. So let's not take the fire starter this time. How about the Shadowhawk? What did we put on the Shadowhawk? Shadowhawk was lasers and LB-10X. Yeah, we'll do that. Who else wants a beefier mech? She's maxed out, so she really doesn't have to do much different. Oh, well. Bring you up to the Atlas, even. Check that out. So I'm under, but everything else is 100% even. Alright, slowpokes, don't slow us down here. It's a 64, he's the only one that's going to keep up, and I got a 81 clicks per hour. Caffeine not strong enough. Alright, we're either going to blow through this or we're going to get a preview for next episode. Get to the outlaw base.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure.
Oh yeah. 10 out of 10 DJs choose the Shadowhawk. This has got the built-in turntable.
Online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems non.
That or it's a subwoofer.
Deserve to save a life, Commander. The pilot we're after is being held nearby. I've marked the exact location on your map. Your job is to eliminate all hostiles in the area, so we can conduct a clean extraction of the target.
Understood.
Good luck.
I wish I had this guy's job for acting. All I have to do is read from the teleprompter. I do not have to show any emotion whatsoever. I just have to press buttons, read lines, collect paycheck. It's unbelievable. Oh, and that's great. It took up the tree. Okay, inside the fortress, huh?
They've detected your presence, Commander. I'm seeing multiple tangos on scope, converging on your current position.
Let's get this party started.
Target acquired.
That took Bye.
New target, Commander.
How about 25% of it?
Nice kill. That's even going critical.
Yeah, don't stand on it.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Who's next?
Target acquired.
My scope is lighting up with more targets converging on your position, Commander. Stay frosty.
Destroyed.
Oh, again with the Stay Frosty jokes on a nice planet.
Is flying in.
You rubbing it in that we're down here instead of on a tropical beach somewhere.
Took one down.
Where'd that thing go? spleen.
Hostile mech down.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Bad news, Commander. More hostiles inbound on your position. Get
Don't
ready
threaten
for
me
some
with a good
company.
time.
New target Blackjack.
Here we go. 1-2 combo.
Target. Target destroyed.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to get too far.
Clear.
Target acquired.
3 little guys. We can take them. Nope. Took out a couple pine trees, though. Take that, Babylonian traditions. Well, I can go for the ones in there. It doesn't take my time. Missed. I didn't.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Additional bogies setting an intercept course on your position.
Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
Alright, let's get this show on the road. Come on.
Target acquired.
To drop 2. Or 3 more after this. I am not going to run down the valley and chase the tank.
Target destroyed. Incoming
Who's
missile.
first?
New target Centurion.
Especially since it wants to rain death from a distance. Stop that. Close on these so you don't get your long distance misses. Take them off. There, sit down, Archer.
Additional bogies heading along a trajectory that intersects with your position.
Oh, we only got the AC on this. I don't even know the slug. That's interesting. I wonder if I can't remember if that was for weight reasons. Alright, there's 3 left on this one. Too. I lost it. Alright, let's get this thing first.
Got another one.
Alright, never mind. They got it.
New target
Come on up
catapult.
to play.
Target acquired. Incoming
4-on-1. Oh, and he took my arm out of the process, you jerk.
Build target quick draw.
Dead target, quick draw.
Tango eliminated.
Took out my
Great work,
lasers.
Commander. Counted. One hostage safe, secure, and ready to go home. May even get a bonus for this one. Meet me at the extraction point for exfil.
Copy that.
There's Mr. Emotionless. Be actor. Sending the choppers.
That matches the class of VTOL we're after. Take it out.
Wrecked.
Destroyed.
Yeah, let's build something else. Hey, as long as they're making the money. I'm busy walking out of here. Okay,
Window for
there's
extraction is
another
closing. Let's get out of
campaign
here.
related. Campaign related to something or other. Oh, the 3 mil helps. Quick draw, blackjack, and javelin. Not interested. Some of this other stuff, though. Yeah, I got the damage on that one. Wow, what a classy establishment. Random wingless mosquitoes the size of a cat. Now what? Okay, I'm not gonna walk the long way this time.
Hi, Commander. We're getting stronger every day. 1 or 2 more contracts and we'll be ready to confront Black Inferno head on. The reason I called you up here is that Spears has contacted me again. He wants to talk with you directly.
Garth?
Since
Does he
he's
have
in the
another
same
headache?
system we are, I can patch him through in real time. Spears, I've got the commander here. Go ahead.
Commander, good to see you again. I haven't thanked you personally yet for your excellent work on taking down Inferno's salvage facility. That was quite the haul, for both of us. But it was just a stepping stone on the way to a far more important objective, which is taking down Inferno and holding the 2 men responsible for your father's death to account.
The 2 men?
That's right. Andreas Kane may have been the one who fired the fatal shot that killed your father, but it was Comstar, at the behest of Kenzo Yamada, who directed him to do so. Yamada is just as responsible for what happened to your father as Kane, if not more so.
They'll both pay for what they did.
As they should. No doubt Rihanna has explained there's no love lost between interstellar expeditions and Comstar. And that's true. I was willing to do what I could to help you before I knew that Comstar hired Inferno. I'm even more motivated now. And to that end, I'd like to propose a partnership. Working hand in hand, we can take down Inferno and Kane. then go after Comstar and Yamada. What do you think?
I think it's good to have powerful friends, especially ones you can trust. And you've definitely proven that.
You've earned my trust as well, Commander, just like your father did years ago. I wouldn't have made this offer otherwise. Rihanna says you're almost strong enough to go after Inferno's main base of operations. I can help make you even stronger. There's a Merc group that have gone
I
rogue.
was gonna say, he's bet. So
Down on
just
their
take
luck
these
and unable
drugs.
to garner any legitimate contracts. They struck out on their own and they hit one of House Kurita's weapons facilities. A smash and grab. The weapons they were able to steal are now in the black market. I've unearthed where those weapons are being stored.
How the hell did you do that?
Ask no questions and I'll tell no lies, Commander. The important thing is, we can both benefit from taking these rogues down and seizing the weapons for ourselves. Call it an investment in our future together. I've sent Rihanna all the pertinent details.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll talk soon, Commander. Good luck.
Looks like all our hard work is finally paying off. While you get us where we need to go, I'll prepare the mission briefing for the raid.
Copy that.
Enough of these dull missions. Okay. Yeah, we'll accept it. Of course we're going to. It's campaign related, but we're not going to do it yet. Okay, I'm going to detour here for a second. So, yeah, of course, you know, this is also still a low level one. You know, so maybe next episode we'll start here, like get this low level one done since it's in the neighborhood, and then pop to this one. So let's actually check the map. So, yeah, we're right on the alternate one, that we don't have to go very far to get to the campaign one. So maybe that's demolition. Maybe we'll do that before checking out tonight, just to add a few minutes to this. But I want to get repairs started. Look at this. One hop. Gotta hit 4 stops on the way. Gotta go for some fast food in space. So one of the things I was... oh, it moved me already, didn't it? How do I... Oh, there we go. I was going to talk about this whole thing about spears. You know, it's been a long time since we haven't worked on the campaign in a while, but for those of you who may not have caught any of that, so Spears is the same voice actor as the guy that played Karth in Knights of the Old Republic, in which case he's whiny by-the-book putz, and he also played the voice of Caden, who's one of the main characters throughout the Mass Effect franchise, at least the first trilogy, whatever. In which case he's always got headaches and stuff, so anytime I make digs about him having a headache or something, it's based on the character that you know, this voice actor usually plays, and I don't even know his name. It's just very distinct across the video game sphere. So yeah, what are we gonna do here? I think other than getting repairs, I don't know what else. I don't feel like doing too much else tonight. I'm gonna enjoy the view of our mechs in the hangar. Yeah, we'll just go do the demolition and call it a night here. Okay, can we fly to any one of these? See, it's going to be that one, then that one. Is this one any less? No, it's the same. I don't understand why they got the Merc circle around other stuff that doesn't have anything in terms of conflict planets. Blue Diamond, that's the brand that does the macadamia nuts, and somebody would have to remind me, is Blue Diamond one of the markers for ski hills? I know there's Black Diamond. There's 2 other symbols and colors. I don't remember what they were. Skiing was not something I ever did well. I did it once and never again. Not cut out for that sport. Okay, so we got 5 jobs. Can we get any more mech hunters? No, not yet. None of those are worth the monetary cost. So we got the lasers. Repair, install, uninstall. Oh, it's reverse order, so uninstall 2. Yeah, take a hit on those, but we'll find more. I'm trying to think next. Raven. It's got machine guns and missiles, but demolition. quite demolition friendly. Throwing lasers. What's be good for demolition here? Probably have that thing. We'll do the Raven just for fun, for speed. So I also want to check here. Let's go to our database for a second. So up to 71.3. Why is the Annihilator listed as a job? It's got the job marker on it. That's extremely weird. Okay. So is the Corsair... Okay, so the Corsair is in here, so that means that was the one we were missing for C. That's interesting. So even though we've got this Corsair, there is still one other hero Corsair, but it's actually new with the latest DLC. Actually, they're both new. So really, there was only one Corsair in this game, and it was a hero one behind a scripted quest. Now they've added 2 others in the last DLC pack. Okay. So dragon, are these Grand Dragons listed on here? Yes, they are. So the Grand Dragons were specific to DLC. So one was Kestrel Lancers, which was number 2, and Dragon's Gambit, which I think was number 4. And the rest were all defaults. You had one of the hero ones was added in Heroes of the Inner Sphere, which is almost the base game. So nothing too fancy there. I still think we're missing like 3 or 4 other entries here. So yeah, there's another one. It's either K or an L. And then we got another M, N, or O. Stalker's on the kill list, so that one makes sense. I wonder if the Annihilator is accidentally being logged as the Stalker. That's could be. Okay, so we've only got 2 entries left. Okay. There's only 2 things we haven't seen, found, or fought against. I don't remember what that other one was, but... So the Marauder 2 is listed. I would really like to get one of these. Seems cool looking. I've never piloted one. Maybe dull, but... Oh, it's a Black Inferno. Very rare. Mercenary is rare. So I don't know if Mercenaries is like the stores or if the Mercenary is meaning one of the factions. There's only 2 of these. Or 2 models. It's interesting that's under Black Inferno. Huh. Okay. Wolf... Oh, so it's about Wolf's Dragoons. I wonder if it means by messing with their territory. Might run across one. Okay, sorry, enough rambling and randomness there. Okay, where are we going? You know what? Oh, I haven't checked the inventory yet. Doesn't look... Oh, there's a level 5. We got 1. Let's go back up. Pulse lasers don't care. Okay. So we're going to go do this demolition one before calling it a night. Didn't see a hero mech pop up. Alright, so random demolition mission. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. All cash. 5 mil, that's what I'm talking about. What difficulty is this? 77? Change of plans. We're taking the fire starter.
The mission area is under heavy weather warning. It's going to affect visibility and sensors.
Can't get any larger for that cruise, so once it's ready, we'll roll out. I mean, I could take the Raven, but the thing is, it's just like, it's less machine guns, it'll take longer. Why is it taking so long? Even the console must be tired. It's like really crawling like 1% at a time. There we go. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Next, the leopard or start flat-footed? And the leopard.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Whoa.
All systems
Foggy.
nominal.
Our employer wants us to destroy a local military facility. Be cautious of any live ordnance storage they might have on site. Farhad does not want to spend weeks clearing shrapnel from shredded myoma bundles.
If Fahad wants to keep up his drinking habit, he's going to keep to himself. Man, Mason pays the bills around here. Nothing special. It's a long walk, though. Good thing I grabbed the fire starter, because otherwise this would be a very slow. They're actually keeping up with me. Trying to shoot me and missing, but... Alright, let's see if we can get some time on
There
this.
it is. I'll leave the rest of the demolition job up to you, Commander.
Starting with the fence. I did not. Don't accuse me of doing stuff.
Tin can crushed.
Keep on smashing. They are hurt, but our contract calls for us to wipe them off the face of this system. The area is down to half capacity. Keep going.
It took longer to get here than it's taking to set the base down.
Tango destroyed.
Just a wee bit more, Commander. This complex is on the verge of collapse.
No, still it's kind of stable, but we're
The facility's gone cold. All power signatures gone. No one's going to be able to utilize this complex for quite a bit. Time to get out of here, Commander.
Yes. If I can stop tripping on stuff, because I'm so low to the ground. Yeah, that was an easy 5 million.
You're clear to board at Mech Bay number 1. Welcome back.
Okay, well, lower to pinch. And nothing to pick up. Why we didn't waste any on salvage. We'll take a small laser though. Yeah, literally nothing. Okay, that. Okay, I will get us back to our point of interest here. Actually, you know what? We'll stop and get repairs and then leave from the hub next time. What was the purpose or name of our mission here? Blood and treasure, huh? Okay, so... Oh, that's right. I did say I was going to do Shadow Coup first, so... This might be a multi-part one. Tends to be that way, so... We have to buckle up and anticipate that be multi-part, then we'll head for the Blood and Treasure one, so... I'll come up with a name between that and now and next time we gotta get a post. Oh, there is one Kill Annihilator, that's why... Oh. I didn't even realize that was in there. So we got a Kill Annihilator one, but odds of us seeing an Annihilator are pretty slim, so... I guess that makes sense why it was in the job descriptor. Okay, so that'll do it for tonight. So if anybody's been out there lurking in the shadows, much appreciated. Thanks for hanging out with me. And if you're watching the replay, also awesome as well. So if you wouldn't mind, hit those likes, shares, follows, subscribes, red pills. And hey, if you feel like it, tell a friend. So we'll be back on Thursday. We're going to do the last episode for this go-around of Ninja Gaiden Black on the Xbox, or at least anticipating so, because I know last time we got through the last couple levels, I think in one session. So I still don't know what we're going to rotate in after, but as hinted at, I will probably move MechWarrior over to Thursday again. That's where it was originally before we did a swap, but I'm doing that based on the number of views there, or not views, but viewers there are on Twitch. It's like triple digits on MechWarrior still, so I guess for some reason either Thursday's a general gaming night or maybe just MechWarrior in general. I don't know, but hey, might as well throw a hat into the ring and join everybody. So, and then progress is going to plug along for Cooperative Laboratory. Stay tuned. I will let you know, and stay tuned for any of the schedule changes, and that ought to do it for now. So have a good one, and we'll see you soon.